Hello, I'm James Ackerman, President and Chief Executive Officer of Prison Fellowship, the nation's largest ministry serving the needs of incarcerated men and women, those returning to society, and their families. Prison Fellowship was founded in 1976 by Charles Colson, the man whose portrait you see over my shoulder, and who served time in prison for a crime related to Watergate. After a life-changing encounter with Jesus Christ, Chuck went on to lead a life of redemption and service that helped millions. Today we celebrate the anniversary of Prison Fellowship, which was incorporated 40 years ago, August 9th, 1976. As part of our anniversary, we are honored to announce the recipients of the inaugural Charles Colson Hope Awards. These awards recognize people who, following in our founder's footsteps, have worked in faith and courage to restore people affected by crime and incarceration. Prison Fellowship's leadership team will join me in announcing these award recipients. To that end, the first Hope Award honoree will be announced by my colleague, Craig DeRoche.
Hi, I'm Craig, Senior Vice President of Advocacy and Public Policy for Prison Fellowship. Today, it's my privilege to introduce the first ever recipient of the Advocate of Hope Award. The Advocate of Hope Award goes to a person who has led the fight for restorative criminal justice reform. It goes to people that advance the policies of proportional punishment, a constructive prison culture, second chances, and safer communities. This year, the award goes to Senator John Cornyn of Texas. He was nominated by the Texas Public Policy Foundation. Senator Cornyn is a leader who believes in the dignity and worth of every man and woman that he serves. He's also a tireless champion of criminal justice reform on Capitol Hill. In the Senate, Senator Cornyn has introduced legislation that will make for a more restorative prison culture so that the men and women who serve time in prison will return as better citizens and neighbors. Congratulations, Senator Cornyn, on being our first recipient of the Advocate of Hope Award. We stand ready to work alongside you. Now, to introduce the next awardee is my colleague, Sarah Marlin.
Hi, I'm Sarah Marlin, Prison Fellowship's Senior Vice President of Marketing and Communications, and I have the honor of announcing the Restorer of Hope Award recipient. This award recognizes someone who has come alongside prisoners' families to help carry their burden, share God's love, and offer hope for restoration. No one fills that description better than this year's honoree, Mary Kay Beard. Mary Kay was the founder of Angel Tree, the prison fellowship program that gives incarcerated parents a pathway to strengthen and restore relationships with their children and families. Mary Kay was once on the FBI's most wanted list. After giving her life to God in prison, she went on to become the state director for Prison Fellowship in Alabama. In the 1980s, she created the Angel Tree program that continues across the country today. Sadly, Mary Kay died in April this year. She is deeply missed, but we are grateful for the opportunity to celebrate her life with the Restorer of Hope Award. God used her to lighten the load for millions of families. Thanks to Mary Kay's vision and servant heart, through Prison Fellowship's Angel Tree, more than 10 million gifts have been given at Christmas time to children on behalf of their incarcerated parents. Our next award recipient will be shared by my colleague Sam Dye.
I'm Sam, and I'm the Senior Vice President of Field Operations at Prison Fellowship. I'm on site at ACA's 146th Congress of Corrections here in Boston. I'm excited to announce the recipient of our next award, the Servant of Hope Award. This award recognizes someone whose work in correctional environments has had an enduring, restorative impact. Perhaps no one can fulfill that role better than Burl Cain, the former warden of the Louisiana State Penitentiary in Angola. When Burl first became the warden at Angola, it was one of the bloodiest, most notorious prisons in the country, and it was in need of drastic change. But today, it houses a revolutionary in-prison seminary. It has churches that are pastored by men who are serving life sentences. Violence is way down. Respect between staff and inmates is up, and Angola stands as the national model for a transformed prison. Burl Cain was nominated by Reggie Wilkinson, another recognized leader within the corrections field. Burl, we applaud your faith, your vision, and your perseverance in seeing the potential in people that society has largely written off. And we're honored today to recognize you with the Servant of Hope Award. Our next honoree will be announced by my colleague, Tim Robison.
Hi, my name is Tim Robison, and I serve as Prison Fellowship's Senior Vice President of Administration. Our next award goes to someone who is a champion of hope. The Champion of Hope Award honors a former prisoner or a child of a prisoner who has overcome steep odds to make a significant, positive impact on their community. The first ever honoree in this category is Danny Croce. 2 out of 3 released prisoners are arrested again within 3 years, but not Danny. After giving his life to Christ, he beat the odds. He received the Charles Colson Scholarship to earn a degree in theology at Wheaton College, and today he is the chaplain where he once did time. As the head of New Hope Correctional Ministry, Chaplain Dan serves the residents and staff at Plymouth County Jail in Massachusetts. Danny was nominated by Patty Colson, the widow of Charles Colson. Danny is a living example of how the cycle of crime and incarceration can be replaced by a cycle of renewal. Danny, congratulations on being the 2016 Champion of Hope. Your story is an inspiration to everyone trying to make the most of their second chance. We have one more award recipient to announce. My colleague Frank Cerruti is going to share that with you next.
Hello, my name is Frank Cerruti, and I serve as Prison Fellowship's Vice President of Development. It is my privilege and my honor to announce the recipient of the Legacy of Hope Award. This award recognizes a person or foundation who has enabled significant advancements in the mission to restore those affected by crime and incarceration. This inaugural Legacy of Hope Award goes to the Dave and Charlotte Cowles family of Albuquerque, New Mexico. The Cowles family has spent decades investing generously in transforming lives. But they have invested not just financial resources, they've also invested countless hours of their time. In fact, Dave has been visiting prisons weekly now for nearly 40 years, and he has even helped start an in-prison seminary in his home state. Dave and Charlotte's son, Paul Cowles, has followed in his parents' footsteps, as Paul is both an active board member here and a generous supporter of the ministry. The Cowles family has faithfully supported Prison Fellowship with both open hands and open hearts. They were nominated for this award by Tammy Evard, who first met the Cowles family when she joined the ministry as a development director. The Cowles family devotion to the Lord has driven their work and helped change many lives. Dave and Charlotte, congratulations. You have been a blessing to me personally and to everyone at Prison Fellowship. Your legacy of hope will last for generations to come.
Wow, that was just great. Congratulations and thank you to all of this year's honorees. Prison Fellowship received nearly 100 nominees across these 5 award categories. Each honoree and each nominee represents a 40-year nationwide movement to bring hope into dark situations, to reform policies, to transform prisons, to change lives, and to continue what Charles Colson started. With the Charles Colson Hope Awards, we celebrate 40 years of hope and transformation, but there's more to do. And to learn how you can help bring hope to prisoners, former prisoners, and their families today, and for decades to come, visit www.prisonfellowship.org. Thank you so much.